You have got to vet people on these dating sites, great people. You cannot trust a profile picture. Come on. And women, we have to really be smart. You really have to be smart. Let's chop this video up. Let's get in here. Let's discuss this. And I want you to zoom in and pay attention, because this right here is crazy. It really is. It really is.
I was told a really disturbing story recently, and it's taken me a little while to be able to put this video together, because yeah, it's quite frightening, but I do feel like it could raise awareness and potentially help someone stay out of danger. So if you use Tinder, this video is for you. So this actually happened to a friend of a friend of a friend, so I don't actually know the person. So if this is you, I do apologise, but I was told this story, and I do think that sharing it could potentially help someone. So, a lady, she was speaking to a guy on Tinder. They were talking for a couple of weeks. They hadn't FaceTimed, but they were talking on the phone and WhatsApping constantly. They arranged to meet at a bar in London, a bar that he chose. On the day, she said she felt a little bit uneasy, so she decided to ask her best friend to come with her. So her best friend went into the bar first, where she was meeting this guy. Let's call him Adam, and we'll call her Jane. So Jane's friend has gone into the bar about 5 minutes before Jane did. Jane then goes in, going in to meet Adam. So Adam's not there when Jane gets there. Jane's waiting there for about 10 minutes. Her friend is in eyesight at the bar, so she's just waiting at the bar, just making sure everything's okay. Adam then walks in.
10 minutes late.
Now she notices straight away that Adam's pictures had definitely been enhanced. He looked different.
Already. And I'm going to say this. If the picture, and I think I already prefaced this video with that, if the picture does not look like the person, we already know. But here's the thing. You need to see, I keep hearing texting, WhatsApping. It's this messaging. It's rare that a person will want to see you first and then meet. Forget that. You need to be FaceTiming the person. Boo. Whatever. FaceTime and WhatsApp a video, whatever the thing is, you need to make sure that whatever profile picture is that they have, it looks like them currently. Don't put no old stuff from 2 years ago when you was, super duper fine and you've gained a whole lot of weight. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but don't mislead someone to make the person think that you look this way when you really don't. Don't do that. And it goes both ways, man or woman. Okay. So my first thing is, no, we're not going to be texting and messaging. We're going to do a video call first in real time day. And let's do the comparison. Because to me, that's already a red flag. If you're willing to put up a picture that's not who you are right now, today, yesterday, last week, no, boo. Then what else are you going to be slightly to the left about? What else you going to kind of bend the truth? What else you going to lie about? No, we ain't starting that way.
Different to the pictures what she'd shown. Now, he had a Essex accent. So he sat down, they've had a little chat, they're talking, they're getting on fine. Jane then says, right, I'm just going to pop to the loo, because they were talking about going to another bar. So she gets up, goes to the toilet. Her friend is watching. As her friend watches, she notices Adam put something in to Jane's drink. She then runs towards the toilet to let Jane know. When she told Jane this, Jane said something does feel off. There's something about this person. It's just not sitting right with me. Something's not sitting right. So James' friend then says, fine, let's leave. They walk towards the exit of the bar. As they're leaving, there is a large van outside with 5 men.
Stop it.
They're all looking at the girls, looking at them in a strange way, as if they recognise Jane.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Adam comes running out of the bar towards them. Jane and her friend start to run towards the main road, and Adam starts to shout at them in a different language. They said they're not sure what language it was, but the men that he was with outside, they looked Eastern European. So they all then were together, and Jane believes that they were trying to kidnap her.
Oh my gosh.
Or trying to drug her and get her into that van.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this story gave me chills.
That was so smart of the young lady to tell her friend to meet her there. And it's a shame that you have to do that, but you have to do that. Yes. And look at that. Look at the situation. I suggest that all women be on the move like this. First, you need to make sure that you videoing the guy before you go. Just don't meet the person based off a profile picture. I don't care what you say. If they're not willing to FaceTime you before this meeting and y'all have a couple of conversations with them, and you have a couple of conversations with him, y'all conversing with each other. No thank you and no thank you. Because if they can't meet you, if they can't do a FaceTime, WhatsApp, video, whatever it is, see each other and talk, and you can pick up on a vibe still that way, don't do it. Don't do it. Second, that was cool. I really like what she said. So there you go. Another tip. Make sure you have a girlfriend, guy friend, whatever. Be already in the building. Go to the bathroom and see how they moving. But 10 minutes late, I don't know. I would be texting you after 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I just don't. Yeah, and I'm telling you for real about me. I'm not going to sit there and wait on you no 10 minutes. To me, that's disrespectful. Leave early. I'm for real. No, thank you. So that would have been another red flag for me. Okay, let's get into this next video. Now listen to this situation. They met the man on a dating app.
Facing charges for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time. Tonight, those women are speaking out, saying the system that handles marriage licenses kept them in the dark.
There are no safeguards. And that, I feel like that's part of where the system failed.
He took each one of us to a county over to get married in.
If the counties did talk, that would have saved me a lot of heartache, a lot of money, a lot of stress.
I-Team investigator Adam Walser breaks down how this could happen at a time when online records can be viewed with a few clicks of a mouse.
A wedding usually signifies a lifetime commitment between 2 people embarking on life's journey. But these 3 Florida women learned they were on the same journey with Henry Betsy Jr. at the same time. This is Henry's mugshot, which is the most recent and clear picture we have of him. Michelle married Henry in Hernando County in November 2022.
I met him on Match.com. We met in early November.
How soon did you marry Henry?
It was very short. It was very soon. It was within about 3 weeks span.
Henry was still married to Brandy.
No
who
way.
Married him in Manatee County that February.
3 weeks?
Brandy asked us not to show her face to protect her job.
I met him on a dating app. The first time I'd ever got on a dating app. He said all the right things.
When Brandy married Henry, he was still married to Tanya, who obtained a marriage license in Gadsden County in November 2020. Tanya asked us to blur her face because she's a domestic violence survivor.
Meeting him on a dating site and the way he portrayed himself, he sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
I, Mr. Betsy, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm any testimony you are giving the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Michelle gave us cell phone videos of court hearings. Henry Betsy Jr. was arrested for felony bigamy last year after Tanya figured out she wasn't his only wife.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me, and I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
I'm just looking because it's so bizarre. We never get discharged.
The wives say marrying Henry was easy.
You go to the records division, you apply for a marriage license, they take your information, they take a copy of your photo ID, and we got married right there at the courthouse. No questions asked.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. She met him. They dated 3 weeks, and then they got married. Where they do that at?
There was nothing that was flagged in the system for him having already 2 prior open marriage license.
I did the paperwork and got married all within 15 minutes.
In Pinellas County, 2,000 people get married at courthouses each year.
It's a common thing.
There is a 72-hour waiting period for Florida residents, but that can be waived by a judge, and there is no required wait for people from other states. Pinellas County Clerk Kim Burke says Florida makes it easy to get married because the state is a big wedding destination.
Right.
Does it surprise you that someone was able to be married to 3 different people in 3 different Florida counties at the same time?
Well, it does surprise me, but unfortunately, there's not really safeguards to find that out.
Burke says marriage applications are based on the honor system.
They swear that the information on the application is correct. And one of the things they have to show is that if they were married previously, how did the marriage end? Either was death, divorce, or annulment.
But licenses and marriage certificates aren't compared to documents in other counties when they're sent to the state.
Because if there were safeguards in place and there was cross-referencing on different counties here in the state of Florida, none of this would have ever happened.
His wives, who met Henry on Match, Tinder, and Stir, recently found his profile
Match,
on another
Tinder, and
dating
Stir.
site while he was still legally married to them.
Looking for a beautiful woman that understands the ups and downs of life, is trustworthy, and no games.
His wives say they later came to believe their marriages had more to do with money than love.
The day we got married, he was like, well, we need to make your bank account a joint bank account.
We were either divorced or about to be divorced, maybe coming into something.
Child support, alimony, anything that comes with, the extra perks of marrying a newly single divorced woman.
So he hit the jackpot here.
He did, 100%.
Henry's financial situation appears to have taken a turn for the worst.
You have any source of income presently?
No, at the moment, sir.
You have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Michelle and Tanya say they escaped their marriage and obtained domestic violence orders after Henry became abusive. Brandy says she kicked Henry out of her house after just 5 days of marriage.
Dang.
Henry finally filed for divorce from Tanya following his arrest and is now seeking annulment for his marriages to Michelle and Brandy.
Do you think there's any need to do anything else to prevent this type of thing?
I just think it's too hard. I mean, as much as we have records and so forth, people are very transient. You can get divorced in another state.
Henry's wives are hoping he'll be convicted and spend time behind bars.
It's a potential that he may just walk away with probation, and that's what's really hurtful, is there's no accountability. There's nothing that is going to stop him from doing it.
No, but the accountability also needs to be on your part. You were the person that decided to marry a man that you didn't even know from a dating site after 3 weeks that you met him. Please, let's take accountability here. Don't play me. That's your fault. You should not have married him. And the same thing for the other women. Do your homework. And even before that, date the person for an extended amount of time. Now, will you ever really get to know a person? I'm just saying. A year, 2 years, at least. Don't be so quick to want to be in love. Don't be so quick to want to have a man. And you put yourself in this situation. You put yourself in this situation because he was already no good. That was who he was. But you got played because you didn't think. You didn't put your thinking cap on, boo. No ma'am, no ma'am, and no man. And Florida does need to have it where if that is a high destination state for marriages, then you need to let your county systems communicate for situations like this. So this is a two-way street. But even the event that they don't change anything that Florida is doing in regards to communications between the counties in regards to marriage, certificates, license, all that info, you need to have a better vetting system, especially if you're doing it via an app.
This again.
Henry Betsy Jr. has pleaded not guilty to the felony bigamy charge.
I bet.
And has another court hearing later this month.
Okay, so what do y'all think about this? And I brought up the situation with the dating apps because you heard the first young lady giving a story based off of a friend. Nevertheless, it got back to her and she wanted to share to raise a level of awareness when it comes to these dating sites. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Not just a dating site. It's vetting your person. Dating in 2025 is just, it seems like it's absolutely insane. I'm so glad I ain't in that pool. Thank you, Jesus. I'm for real. Because with the stories that I'm seeing on social media and have heard from different people and what they're doing still now is insane. The morals, values, it's crazy. Nothing new under the sun, of course not. But nevertheless, great people, you have got to protect yourself, men and women. But women especially, we are much lighter in poundage wise typically than the average man. I mean, so come on. When you are going through the dating process, have some standards and stick with them. Write you a list of your do's and don'ts, the things that you need to do to protect yourself while you in the dating phase, and the things that you're going to look for in someone that you're dating, partner, spouse, whatever. But I'm serious, because these types of things can be avoided. The first situation with the young lady in the TikTok video, that lady was smart. But nevertheless, I suggest if the person is not willing to video you before this dating thing situation, before y'all go on y'all's date, don't even waste your time. Don't take no excuses. Stop putting up with excuses from these people. Stop putting up with excuses. If a woman or man is not willing to do a video and their current video does not look like the profile picture, I wouldn't even waste my time. What's going to be your excuse? Oh, well, yeah, I know I picked up. Then change your picture, boo. No. Change your picture. Don't play me. That's the first thing. If they can't do that, then don't even waste your time. That's going to eliminate a lot of people. Same thing on social media. You meet these people, that's like a dating app. Shoot, same thing on social media. These people have these fake profile pictures and all this stuff is a fake account. Everything about their life is fake. And you're going to meet them and you don't, child, please. You dealing with somebody else they're completely different. No. Have some standards, set your parameters, and stick with them. Now, this second video about the man and these women having 3 different wives, 3 different counties. No, they didn't have standards for themselves, and they allowed themselves to get into the situation with this guy. Okay, so Florida didn't have the communication between the counties. Okay, that's Florida. But you definitely have to date somebody for an extended amount of time before you say you want to marry this person, and have your own heart in check. Check yourself. Why do you want to marry this person? 3 weeks? Are we in love? Child, please. It takes more than love to make a marriage, to keep a marriage in check, please. Because when it gets real crazy, when stuff go to the left, it's tight, whatever situations be going down, what's love got to do with it, boo? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way to the 3,000 real. And I'm telling you from a person that's been married for close to 15 years. No infidelity. Period. Ain't even a thought. Don't play them games over here. And I'm just grateful that it hasn't, my spouse hasn't. However, the thing is, great people, it has to be true intentions when you want to be with a person. What is your underlying intent? What was the underlying intent of these ladies? Was it desperation? Was it wanting to be with somebody because they had been through some horrible relationships? Was it just, I got to have a man, I'm going to marry this man. I want to marry him after 3 weeks because his game is so good. Child, please. No. Have some standards for yourself. Set your parameters. Date for an extended amount of time. What do y'all think about this? Has this happened to anybody? Have you ever been on a dating site and you've experienced this person looking one way in the profile, and then when you actually went on the date, it was something opposite? Or have you had a successful experience on a dating site, because I'm not bashing these dating sites. I'm not bashing them. If you have had a powerful experience or a great experience, there are people that actually have gotten married and have successful marriages from finding their spouse on a dating site. I'm not saying that they're bad, but you have, because then you got cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on these dating sites as well. So these are people that you want to vet out. But what I'm saying is, if you have a successful story, share it. Share it. Ain't no judgment over here. We want to know, so somebody else who's on this site, who may wants to get on one of these sites, you may have some tips for them that can help them vet their person and find love like you did. All right, great people, let's discuss this. Let's get in this comment section. I'm looking forward to y'all's comments. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your comments on the videos. I go, and as much as I can, when I hit the video the first time and I comment, I just go down the list and respond, because I really appreciate the time that you're watching the video. You're communicating. We're having this discussion, grown folk discussion, folk. So keep coming back. I appreciate you. I'm going for 10,000 subscribers on this channel, and I'm thinking I may do start a community once I get to 10,000. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Drop in the comment section. I'll see you soon. I love you guys, and I appreciate your support. I really do. I'll see you in the next video.
Start to apply the pressure listening to a 45-minute lecture. Intellectualism is conceptualism.